All right, so let's talk about how the climate is different or the weather is different on either side of a mountain range. We have a windward side and a leeward side. The windward side is the side where the wind is blowing against it. And what it does, it blows that air upward, up over the mountain. So that air is blowing this way. And as it starts to blow that air up the mountain, clouds start to form because that air starts to cool and condense. And eventually, it rains. Okay? As that air continues, that air cools as it gets higher and higher. Okay, and it condenses. After it reaches the top of the mountain, that air starts to reach warmer air. So we don't have as much condensation, so we have drier land on this side. All this green here, that green is vegetation, plant life. Because we get more rain on this side, we have more vegetation on the windward side. Windward. On the leeward side, we don't get as much rain, so we tend to have less vegetation and drier land. Well, let's go ahead and write that down. On the windward side, write this box down here. The windward is the side of the mountain that is facing into the direction of the wind that the wind is coming from. It gets more precipitation. So it has more vegetation because of that. The leeward side is the wind-protected side of the mountain. It has a drier climate. And if you turn to page 379 in your books, it does tell you more about topographic effects and the different climates that each side of a mountain range will experience. So water heats up and cools down more slowly than land. Thus, large bodies of water affect the climate of coastal areas. Many coastal regions are warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer than island areas at similar latitudes. When we talk about mountains, as the air on the windward side of the mountain rises and cools, it condenses and precipitation occurs. So if you look at that picture, figure 14.3 on page 79, it demonstrates that for you. Top of the mountain, obviously, the colder that precipitation gets, it becomes snow. That's why your mountaintops generally have snow. As it comes down the second side, the leeward side of the mountain, dry air warms as it descends the leeward side of the mountain, commonly resulting in desert conditions.